Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey. Welcome to Cashflow Conversations. Cashflow Conversation is for anyone over the age of 18, single, married, parents, no children, homeowners, renters, whether you get a 1099 or W 2. If you desire multiple streams of income, you love to travel, you love helping people, then we have a way for you to do that, all of it without it interfering with what you're already doing. This business was built for the busy person. I will prove it with some amazing guests. Well, one amazing guest from my network who is making it happen for himself every single day. My name is Christine Jackson. Welcome to Cashflow Conversations. We are talking about an opportunity that allows you to earn up to 8 streams of income based on your own merit and your own work ethic. As entrepreneurs, we know the struggle, right? We know all too well when it comes to balancing the books, the customer, the tech, to say the least. Like all of like with that said, when you have a turnkey business that handles all of that for you, it goes without saying you should take full advantage of it. You should actually take a look, at least take a look at what is being offered before you. And that's exactly what my co-host and I have done. Let me introduce my amazing co-host. I've met him because he was consistent at our weekly team meetings, our in-person meetings. I used to call them Millionaire Mentor Tuesday. That's actually how this started. I would, I would after the meeting, I would interview people afterwards just to let you guys know that I was not alone in this opportunity. That there were people who looked just like you and me involved in this opportunity, and because of that, I met Richard. Richard was always willing to sit down and have a conversation with me about the training and what we were learning and the possibility of us becoming millionaires. Isn't that right, Richard?
That is absolutely correct. 100%. 100, 100, 100. My name is Richard Wilson III. I originate from Atlanta, Georgia, the ATL. And it's a fun time. It's an exciting time. A lot of things are going on, as we say, with the planet going around. Uh, my background is in retail alcohol sales and compliance with the Georgia World Congress Center. That's my 9 to 5, or actually my 10 to 6.
Sometimes it's just 7 to 7.
Yeah, sometimes it's 7 to 7, sometimes it's 12. Tomorrow is 12 to 9. So, it gets in there, but it gets around. I do handle for um, alcohol services for a lot of conventions and expositions and meetings, corporate meetings. things of that nature. And we have a lot going on right now because it is convention season. Uh, Nonetheless, that doesn't keep me from saying a word or two or three about our business, which is Planet Marketing slash IntelliTravel, and trying and introducing people to the opportunity. Uh, I always start with, hey, I'll educate you first. Everything else comes after that. You won't, you haven't bought anything unless you were educated first. It doesn't matter what it was. It could be the sweater on your back to the bicycle you ride.
So that nice turtleneck you got on, right?
Yes, absolutely. Kind of catching up with this weather that's changing on us here frequently. So we are doing that. Nonetheless, I am warm.
Yes, absolutely. And so, to your point, you were educated about the value of the turtleneck. You knew that if I wore this turtleneck, I would be warm. And today definitely was a day that warranted that warmth. So, I'd like to take that and pivot into, the reason for the season. Like, right, we are in some tumultuous times in our country, in the world, right? There are things
Right,
going on. Prices are going up. Gas prices just skyrocketed in the last couple. Since we were here 2 weeks ago, gas prices have skyrocketed. Like some people are
right.
paying $6 and $7 a gallon for gas. Like we have to, people hear me when I tell you, we have to normalize money making conversations, or in this case, we like to say cash flow conversations. We have to normalize what does it look like to get an influx of cash into your life that comes to you regularly on a residual basis, money that you do not have to leave your house to make, or money you can leave your house to make. You could be on the beach somewhere making this money. Like this money is flexible. This money is diverse, right? This
Right.
money can help your generations to come. Richard, talk about it. Like the times we're living in today, like why is it important for us to have these money making or cash flow conversations?
Why is it important? Let me see if I can sum it up in one of our.
Like he was asking somebody, why is it important? It's important, man. Tell the people why it's important.
Yes, yeah. From one of our trainings, um, you have residual bills, right? They come
Mm.
every month, right? They show up like clockwork. You know, the first, the fifth, the 15th, the 25th, the 20th, whatever they are, whoever they show up. So wouldn't it make
With their
sense?
hand out.
With the hand out, no, with the hand out, and if you don't pay attention to it, they'll send you another letter, which is called a notice. We won't even go for it. I'll leave that right there. But they come every month, so wouldn't it be ideal to have residual income to go along with those residual bills that show up? The water bill, the gas bill, the light bill, the car note, uh, the insurance, auto insurance, life insurance, health insurance. Uh, what else? What else can we add to that? Uh,
All bills, all of them.
all of
Like
them,
you said,
and
the
all of the
car
above.
note, the car insurance, the grocery bill.
Whatever goes into your monthly budget.
Yeah,
Uh, whatever goes in there, whatever fills in those blanks. Wouldn't it be ideal to have residual income for something that you do one time and you get paid on it continuously? And the
Michael
money
Jackson
actually,
money.
and the money follows you. You don't follow the money follows you. All right.
Yes, because over here we don't chase, we attract. But actually, we put in the legwork that it takes to get the money to come to us, right? And the best part about it is we can help other people do the same thing. So let me let you guys give you a little bit of my background. So I am Christine Jackson. I am the visionary and founder of Healthy Effective Alternatives to Live, Joy Journeys, Travel, and Tourism. And so, in my mind, it made sense for me to own my own travel agency because I've been in transportation for 23 years. I've been in health and wellness for 13 years. And travel, tourism, transportation, health and wellness, they all go hand in hand, right? Because your health can be managed a little bit better when you can have a stress-free vacation, right? You go on this vacation and it affects your health. You don't go on the vacation, it affects your health. If you don't have adequate transportation, it can affect your health. So I felt like it was a perfect marriage for me, just like our business, right? It's a perfect marriage between licensed and bonded travel agency that's been around for over 30 years, coming up on their 35-year anniversary in teletravel. Um, got into bed, if you will, or married their wonderful platform to our wonderful platform, which is Planet Marketing. Like we are professional network, we are network marketing professionals. So in any profession, in any business, you need either a service or a product that you are offering. And in our case, we have both, right? So our product is travel and travel agencies are our service. So we provide the service of a travel agent by offering you the product of travel. So it's a win-win. When this marriage happened in 2015, right? When our visionary founder, Mr. Donald Bradley, came up with the mindset that he wanted to create 100 millionaires. And he knew that he could do that in the travel space because that's the only space he'd ever worked in. He's always been an entrepreneur in the travel space outside of his career in the Air Force. So he wanted the best travel product. So he contacted IntelliTravel and said, listen, let us market your product for you. Let us sell agencies on your behalf. And in doing so, created this wonderful opportunity that we are a part of. And I just, Richard, how did you get involved? I can tell you, I got involved with this organization because I was trying to open a juice bar. I was trying to open a juice bar, and someone ran off with my money for my website. I had the LLC, I had the website concept, I paid the money for the logo, and I was like, okay, I got half of the money for the website. I had the whole thing, but I'm like, I'll give you half up front. So I put the deposit down on the website, and I was super excited because I became a certified juice therapist during COVID. So this was 2021. So I got my juice certificate, my juice therapist certification. I was already a yoga teacher. I was already a nutritionist. So I was like, now at that time, I became a holistic health practitioner, board certified. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna start a juice bar. Coming out of COVID, people gonna need some fresh pressed juice. And when I tell you, I was so deflated when I was unhappy with the website production, and I said, I'd rather have a refund. And the person told me, no, I've done enough work on this website. I'm keeping your deposit, and we are done. Mind you, this was I thought a good friend. So once he ran off with my money, didn't give me a website, I was like, what am I gonna do now? And you know how sometimes you're in a situation that has you down and out and you just want to go out and hang out with friends or you just want to do something to distract you. So I was in this, and this is a true story, y'all. I was in this singles group, and this guy came in the singles group and asked me out. So I was like, okay, why not? Terrible first date. We did not mesh at all. But because we're nosy, I went to his page and I started stalking. So I stalked this man's page and found out that he owned a travel business. So I went to his website and I was looking at it. I'm like, man, I need to know how he did this. One, because I had just planned a trip to Costa Rica with a different travel agent that I was not happy with. Whole different story, another story for another time. But because I went to his page, he got a notification that said somebody's looking at your page. So he called me and he said, I got something I want to show you. And I'm gonna show y'all what he showed me. This is like I want you to know this is a real true story. This is what he showed me when he reached out and was like I thought I was stalking undercover, but apparently I was not. So This is how dope this business is, though, right? Somebody can come to your page and you'll get a notification. Hey, Richard was on your page. So that lets me know. Let me call Richard and show Richard, look, I know you were looking for something. So let me show you what I have, right? So this is what he showed me.
Two things are almost certain about you. Number one, you know people who travel. Of course you do. Everybody travels. It's an $8 trillion industry. It's what people dream about doing. And number two, you probably aren't making the commission. You see, every car rental, every hotel, and every resort pays commissions. They may go to a website or to a traditional travel agent. Someone is earning it. Well, what if we could show you a way to put that commission in your pocket? It doesn't hurt to take a peek. Interested?
On my way back. There you are.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Um, that's what was shown. Wow.
Yeah. How awesome is that? So when I saw that, I was very interested. So that's how I got started. Richard, how about you? How did you get started in this industry?
Well, I got started. I got to kind of roll back a little bit in some of my experience. I was also a certified mortgage broker. I traditionally help people buy homes, mortgage financing. And so I already had a client base and I was already looking at, generated a lot of sales, helped a lot of people. Um, when I was introduced to Planet Marketing, I went to a presentation and a full presentation uh, where I saw the business was laid out, everything. And what struck me was like, wow, this is what I want to do. Because when we think about that that R word called retirement, what do you want
Mm,
to do? Well, I never considered myself going to be retired because I'm always working. I'm working for something, with something, or just working. So I said, well, why not work for myself again as a mortgage broker? Because I was in the business for 19 years up until 2009 when the market tanked and stayed in a year uh, longer, which was almost a dreaded nightmare uh, with everything that went on with the business there. And I won't go into any of those horror stories. But uh, when I looked at it and I saw the business model, I was like, wow, I can do this. So why not give it the shot? And the biggest thing that got me was there was no inventory, no quotas. Okay.
mm,
So nobody's picking you, nobody's prodding you. You gotta do this, you gotta do that. All right. But people are there. The people that are there are willing to help you in any way possible that you dream of. And the biggest part is that we all have the same business model. So it doesn't matter who you are. We all have the same model, but we can grow that model. All right. For ourselves, and the people that are surrounding us. So it was a good fit. And I said, well, what do you always wanted to do? And it's just like the the blog said. People want to travel. I want to
mm-hmm.
travel. I want to go somewhere. I want to go nowhere. I want to go everywhere. So um, it was just a good fit. It just made sense. All right.
Yeah,
And you know, and of all the motivational, of all the entrepreneurial things you say, or you hear, it says, if you love something, why not own it? So
absolutely.
I'm
And
like,
and
okay.
some of the things in the video was said that like every car rental, every hotel,
Every
every resort, everything
everything.
has a commission built in it.
That's
So
what I'm saying.
have you made any commission since you've been with the company?
Yes, I have. I've made commissions, and I've gotten travel. I've gotten my own travel um, from being a home based business. Check with your tax professional. I've received the benefits of um, tax write offs.
You like you dancing. I like
Yeah,
it.
I am dancing. It's kind of a motor skill.
Yeah, it's an exciting because
It-
it's exciting,
yeah,
right? It's exciting
right,
to know that I can book a trip and I can get money back. Everybody loves cash back. Think about all the rewards programs, right? Your
right.
frequent flyer miles, your gas card, like all of these things that you do, you're excited because you know you're getting money back. That's why you sign up for the rewards.
That's why you
And
sign up.
so that's what we do. We teach people how you can earn some rewards for what you're gonna do anyway. You're already gonna buy gas. You're already gonna take that spring break trip. You're already gonna take that holiday trip. People travel for fun, excitement, bereavement, business. They travel for all of it. So
All
if you're
those
already
things.
traveling, and if you're already traveling, why not earn some money back?
Mhm. Well, we want you to learn more. Well, I would say when you learn more, you earn more, and you travel and experience more. Um, you can earn commissions on anything that's out there um, that regards to travel and entertainment. Uh, at the same time, you can also pay yourself a commission. Not only you pay yourself commission, but you can also save money on the travel that you make. So saving money is the same as making money.
It really is. And one of the things I love is the learn and earn aspect, right? You can
Right.
become a dream maker. I think you just did your dream maker certification recently.
Yep.
Oh, there you go dancing again.
Yeah. On my way
Talk
to
about it.
vacation. On my way to Vacation Builder.
So what are these what is that like what is dream maker? Becoming a dream maker, vacation building, is that something you had to pay for?
No, it was actually training that I had to attend. There was a series of requirements that had to be done. Sure, met those requirements, and actually went to a live training, which was again was travel. Um, it was a day trip, and learned learned a lot. Got introduced to even to not only the amazing list of suppliers that we have, major suppliers, travel suppliers all over the world, anywhere, wherever you want to go, we can book it. You want to go to
Now,
Alaska?
now wait,
You want to
when
go
you
to
say
Alaska?
travel
We-
suppliers, you talking like Motel 6?
no, no, no. You're making me look for stuff now. Um, you know what?
Well, I'll help you out because I know for a fact
Thank
that
you, thank
we
you. You
partner with some of the most amazing major
uh,
travel suppliers
have you
all
ever
over
heard
the
of
world.
Voyages, Sandals, um, Royal Caribbean, um, Disney?
So
Uh,
whoever your favorite travel supplier is, we probably partner with them. Anything from
Absolutely.
Delta, American Airlines,
Delta.
FunJet,
Thank you.
or
Thank you.
Orlando theme parks, Marriott, Hilton, all of these different suppliers partner with us because IntelliTravel is a legitimate force to be reckoned with in the travel space. Winners of tons of awards. The Magellan Award is like the Oscars. Everybody's talking about the Oscar nominees and the Oscar winners. The Magellan Award is like the Oscars in the travel industry, and IntelliTravel has won it time and time again. I know for
Time
a
and time
fact that we
again.
own, yes,
And in different categories too of that award. They have um, they have become as one of our business partners put it, the Coca-Cola of the travel industry.
absolutely.
So we are there among the top tier. Just to give you a little bit more, we're a diamond platinum provider with Delta Vacations. uh, and so many others that we carry that diamond elite, diamond platinum. We're a
And
part
what
of
that
CLIA.
means is, and what that means is you can get your travel at a fraction of the cost by, and you can also train with some of these providers. There's a training that a lot of us went to for our wellness. I got my wellness travel certification. There was a trip to like, I want to say it was, I know it was one of them was in Montego Bay, Jamaica,
Yes.
less than $500 per person for the whole weekend. And you
Hmm.
weren't in class the whole weekend, actually. You were just in class for a little bit, but you came away with your wellness travel certification. If you wanted to do
Right.
luxury travel. And honestly, whatever your niche is, true story, earlier today, I was looking at, it was a wellness, she's a celebrity raw food chef, I think. And I got an email from her today. She has become a travel advisor, and she's not become a travel advisor. She's added travel to her repertoire. So she wants to do, which is why I wanted to become a wellness travel advisor, because I want to do retreats. So she has a retreat coming up in Belize. Guess who's going to get the commission? The travel advisor that put that trip together for her. And she has a tribe of people following her. So no matter what your niche is, you can add travel to your repertoire and start earning money from the commissions that you book the trip and also from the retreat itself. So it's just a win-win in my opinion. Um, where's your favorite place to travel, Richard?
Oh, right now, a lot of things going on over there. I might want to. I wanted to go to Dubai, but
Okay.
we're gonna. Yeah, that's one of the places that I've always heard that you've got to go there. You've got to go there. And the things
Mm-hmm.
that I've read, you got to you want to be there. Uh, the way that city has evolved through the years, running from a desolate land to now a thriving metropolis. Um,
Absolutely.
it would
See,
be it would be
I'm.
it would
Go
be
ahead. I'm
interesting
sorry.
it would be interesting. It's interesting just to go and see that culture. And not only just to buy anywhere. Hey, you can find some diverse things that you never knew about Miami. Uh, and then traveling abroad, the Caribbean. My next stop will probably be San Juan, Puerto Rico, and I'm gonna
Well, the
put.
reason I asked is because I was trying to lead you to I was gonna lead to the next question, which was how would you go about booking it, right? So just take us through like the steps that you would take if you were gonna book that trip to San Juan, Puerto Rico. What what would you do first? I
Okay,
mean, I
well, first,
know people,
I,
and let me tell you why. Let me preface it. The reason I ask this question is because a lot of people will say, well, isn't the market saturated? Or why would I pay you to do something I could do for myself? Right? So, what's the importance of owning your own travel business? It looks like we do have a guest coming in, but I'll let you go ahead and I'll bring him. Let me bring him in, and then I'll let you go ahead and answer that question.
okay, let's bring him in.
Welcome, 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 Mr. Ray John. Ray John is in the
Hey.
building, and it's kind of perfect timing, Ray
Hey,
John,
Ray.
because I'll let you know that we were just talking about the importance of hiring a travel agency. Like, why would anybody want to hire a travel agency? And I know you have been considering reopening your travel agency. So Richard was just going to take us through the steps
Okay.
of what he would do if he was going to go to his next travel
Yes.
destination. San Juan, Puerto Rico is where he wants to go. So take us through the steps, Richard. Would you pick up the phone and call them, or is it how long is it going to take you? A few hours? How long is it going
It's
to take
not
you to
going to take long at all,
Okay.
because I would go to my fully fledged website, my
Okay.
personalized website, uh,
Mhm.
and I would just start entering information because it's all there. It's travel, it's hotels, it's airline, it's rental car, it's everything. Um, and just began to look at those places. What hotels are there? Where would I would like to stay? If it's Marriott, I have Bonvoy points. I got a bunch of them, and I'm going to use those points if I stay at a if I stay at a Marriott property. So I would go in and I would look at that, look at the price, look at there. Same as and if I had frequent flyer miles, I would add those to my airline ticket. I would add all of those things up, save my money, and make my trip. I mean,
So maybe let's say
you're
about an
doing that.
hour, hour.
You're doing that anyway, and probably about an hour because you would want to scope out the things that you would where you want to stay, where you want to be, and when you want to get there. Um, Next thing is what would you want to take a part of? Then you would probably look at excursions, seeing what other things that you would want to enjoy while you're there. Um,
Okay. So that's one way of doing things though. I am a little bit different. I got a whole lot going on my plate.
oh
I
yeah,
got when I tell you,
I want to
I'm running three businesses at a time. So here's another option. I would personally
Juggling.
pick up the phone.
pick up the phone. Yes,
I would pick up the phone and I would call one of our providers and I would say, look, I want to be in my place is Costa Rica. I want to fly Delta, so I would probably call Delta Vacations, and I would say, look, I want to be here on these days. I want to leave on this day. I want to come back on this day. I want to fly one of your flights, and I want all inclusive. I don't want to have to worry about anything while I'm there. And I would say, send me an email when you're ready with the money. When you ready with the quote. They will send me an email and tell me how much it is. I will pay my deposit, and I will be ready to go. So there's ways you can do it. And then if I want to excursions, I'm partnered with Viator, one of the leading TripAdvisor companies out there for excursions. I can go to my Viator page and I can see what I wanted to do while I was in Costa Rica. Dot 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 dot. Book it, earn a commission on that too, and also earn a commission on a trip that I didn't even put together. I just told the person on the phone what I wanted to do. So they're gonna make sure my commission is laid out for me, and so then I can go take my trip. Now that's different from let's say Ray John. Ray John, when you get ready to take a trip, right now you don't own your travel agency, right? So how would you go about booking your trip? Now you can't say that you can't call a travel agent at this point. We're talking about just as a consumer.
Yeah.
What's your first
I'm like,
step when you ready to go out to California? I know you like to freaking California a lot. So when you go to
you know
California, what's
what?
the first thing you got to do?
At this point in time, I'm usually I'm just going straight for the I'm going straight to the airline. And then I'm like,
Okay.
if I'm just trying to book a package, most folks just be like, man, go on Travelocity, and they'll hook you up with the and all of that. So I'm like, all right, but majority of the time I don't need a room. I just need a flight out. I just need a
Okay. So
flight, some
we're
round
gonna
trip.
stay with that though. We're gonna stay with that though. We're gonna stay with the package. I don't know where he went. It disappeared on us, Ray John. Just when I was about to make my point. So I don't know. I don't know where
come
he
back,
went.
Ray.
Where'd you go, Ray John? There he
There
is.
it is.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So I'm glad you said that though, because if you go to Travelocity, can they put your trip together? Yes, they can. Will you make money back from it? No, you will not. That money is gonna
Mhm.
stay in their pocket. Richard, what you doing?
Oh,
Waving bye bye.
Oh,
That's
I thought
because
you was
that's where the
trying to
money's
clock it.
going. That's where the
yeah.
commission went. It went over
I
there.
thought I
I
thought you
want the
was doing
commission
this.
right here. No, 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 no.
Uh,
That
Right.
money. That
You can
okay. That
waive
money went bye
your
bye.
money. You can
That
waive
money went
your
bye bye.
money bye because Travelocity is going to keep it. They're not going to give you any of it back. But if you go to a rayjohn.com, then Ray John gets some of that money back, and you don't have to do all the work. You can contact the hotels directly, like Richard said. You are a Bonvoy member, but you can also take Marriott's training and become a Marriott agent, and then you get even more deeper discounts. So
There you go.
I did want us
hold
to
up.
pivot a little bit.
Hold up. So you can actually take Marriott's training and get use some of them discounts from Marriott too.
Oh, absolutely. You can
Absolutely.
take you can take training from all of our providers, and that deepen your that you get what's called a travel agent rates.
So I
Yes,
probably need to be using Hilton and Marriott and seeing if I can wrap some of them
absolutely, absolutely. Hilton has their own set of training. Delta has their own set of training. You can become a Disney specialist. You can become. I'm a Costa Rica specialist. I went to Costa Rica, had a great time. So now when I book, I can talk to the government over there and say, hey, I'm bringing, or the suppliers over there and say, hey, I'm bringing some people with me, and they're gonna say, okay, well, you took our. Because like when I took that training, I found out this is why I want to move to Costa Rica. They have what's called, there are so many blue zones in the world, and in these blue zones people actually live beyond 100 years old. In all the blue zones, Costa Rica has blue zones, and these are people that are living past 100, and they're not just sitting in rocking chairs, y'all. They over there surfing and playing golf
yeah,
and
yeah,
having a great old time because the atmosphere is right, the food is
yeah,
pristine, the weather is great. They are living
yeah.
their best lives, and they're living to be beyond 100 years old. I would have never known that had I not taken that Costa Rica training. So yes, you can take training with all of the suppliers, whether it be Carnival, if you love cruising, and you can take that training with Carnival, Royal Caribbean, in it was the Norwegian Cruise Lines, NCL, Voyager,
Norwegian.
Virgin
Yes, he
Voyages,
is.
like
Yes.
all of those places have their own training, and you get a discount for taking that training. What we like to call a reward, not a
Mm.
discount. So yeah,
Okay.
we talked about the travel side of the business. I want to show you guys the other thing that I was shown when I came in. So I told y'all the first date story, right? Where I went on this first date with this guy. It was a horrible first date. Then I was being nosy, so I started stalking him, and I went to his I went to his Facebook page and found out he owned a travel agency. So as when I did that, he got a notification that told him, "Hey, Christine Jackson is looking at your page." So he called me. "Hey, Miss Jackson, I see you've been looking at my page." And I'm like, I was horrified because I was trying to be sneaky.
Mm.
So I showed you guys the first video that he showed me. So I really want to share this second video that he shared with me after I realized I could become a travel agent. He said, were y'all able to see that?
We saw it. There was no sound.
Okay.
We saw it.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't push play. That's why I just want to make sure you
Okay.
can see it.
Yes.
All right.
Now hold up. Now you got to get you a look. Yeah.
What happened?
No, I'm talking about you and this. Talking about you and the look. I got to give me a little taste.
Were y'all able to see the video?
No, we didn't see
It,
nothing.
we haven't seen it yet.
Okay.
No,
Oh,
see,
it was. I just watched the whole thing, thinking y'all was watching it too.
no, you ain't share your screen. See, we ain't.
Who who
What about now? Did y'all see it that time?
No,
Yeah, no,
it showed, but it didn't play.
no.
Okay. Okay. One more time.
Okay.
Tell you what, she ain't. Hey, look, I already.
Who are those people? You know, the guys playing golf in the middle of the day on a Tuesday. The woman wearing $1,000 shoes at a cafe in the city. The kid in the ripped jeans driving a $200,000 sports car. What do they know that you don't? One word: leverage. Working smarter, not harder. Owning their own business, not being owned by a job. The good news? We have it. Interested?
Tell me it worked that time.
Yeah.
Did it work that time?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you got it right this time. Yeah, congratulations. You all right? Yeah.
So, after seeing that, what are your thoughts, Ray John?
My thoughts.
Yeah, your thoughts.
Yeah, you always do wonder who those folks are that have those $1,000 shoes on. Like you, like okay, that's golfing in the middle of the day. You like, what are they doing? Like what they got going on that they can sit back in the middle of the day. So yeah, but yeah, that leverage, leveraging. I could totally see leveraging that time and that money and that in your business, to have that cash flow where you do have a free time for family and extracurricular things,
Yeah,
so
we love that. We love that word cash flow, right? So, also, I'm
Hmm.
putting you on the spot today because you were late. So, I'm putting you on the spot today. Ray
Okay.
John, you actually you came to a meeting last week and the week
Hmm.
before, and I'm
Hmm.
hoping you
Hmm.
you will attend tomorrow. Every Tuesday night, 8 o'clock in Atlanta, we have this meeting. What was your thought the first time that you went? Like that first day was that 2 weeks ago, last Tuesday. Excuse me, 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks from last Tuesday.
Yeah, it's been 2 or 3 weeks. Yeah, it was interesting. Uh, to actually get in the room because it's one thing to feel that energy. It is something different to actually see the passion, and the just the overall just the knowledge that they have, of they've been doing it for umpteen years, just to see just everything. I'm like, wow. I was like, okay. I was like, the proof is in the pudding. They look like they got it, and then just to see all those melanated folks in that one room doing their thing. What you laughing at? Yeah, I'm
Oh
like,
no, I love it. I love it.
yeah.
I get excited about it because I know the energy in that room. And I have said that time and time again to be in a room full of people that look like me, walk like me, talk like me, and they're not gatekeeping. They are sharing the information and saying, look, we want you to win. Thank you for being here. Now let us show you how to get this money. That's really all it is. It's cut and dry.
Yeah.
Would you
Yeah.
agree, Richard?
Yes, I would agree. Not only that, it's the stories and the testimonies that you hear where people
Mhm.
are setting themselves free. They are growing not only professionally, they're growing personally.
Mhm.
They're seeing every aspect of their lives change and being uplifted. And a few people are going with them. uh,
Yeah.
A few. It's
a few.
Yeah.
145,000 people.
Thank
Yeah.
you. I know.
145,000.
I knew you. I know you were going to put that out there. That's why I said it that way.
Yeah. Yeah.
So y'all
Yeah.
see why he's my co-host, right? We set it
Yeah.
up. He sets it up.
Yeah.
I knock it out the park, and vice versa. But
Yeah.
yeah, 145,000. Somebody said this last week on the Inspirational Morning Vitamin, which is our morning training call. Um, 145,000 households have been affected, have been impacted by this business. 145,000 households have the opportunity to reach financial freedom with the coach training and development that we get over here inside of Planet Marketing. I know for a fact, I think I said something this morning, and Ray John said, "Boy, you sure do push that Planet Marketing." And I said, "Yes, I do, because I am a totally different person than I was when I first joined.
Yeah.
I have more business acumen. I am more emotionally intelligent. I am more well read, and I can honestly say I'm a network marketing professional, and I'm a businesswoman. And because I already had that skill set, Planet Marketing has given me the personal development to bring that out in such a full force way that I attract other people just like me, other like-minded people who want more, they want to experience more, they want to earn more, they want to travel more.
Travel
And
more.
so, yeah, it's a proud. I'm proud of that. Speaking of being more well read, Richard, what are you reading?
You asking me?
I said, Richard.
Okay, you did say Richard. Yeah,
Yeah.
Richard is reading um, actually two books at the same time.
Okay.
Mm.
I'm reading the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership as well as Relentless.
Wait a
Authors
minute.
are John Maxwell
21. Hold
and
on. I'm typing.
Tim.
21 irrefutable laws of leadership. And tell us something out of that book that has impacted your life.
Actually, it was the second chapter. It talked about influence and
Mm,
having influence uh, to motivate people, to lead and train people. It tells you, you almost figure out that hey, this is part. I have this skill. I need you to develop that skill. Am I moving in the right direction? Am I going where I'm going to go to motivate people and cause them to get excited about their own lives and get and see the things that I see a vision for themselves, and then extend it from themselves to other people. So all that um, chambers on influence. So that's one of the things that I read. And then the other book I'd
the
say
next one
was
you said was Relentless by Tim Grover.
Tim Grover. Yeah. And it's really like it says, just being being relentless, being that he kind of he mirrors some professional basketball players, Michael Jordan, uh, and the late Kobe Bryant, and how they were relentless at pursuing their goals, relentless for pursuing what levels that they want their game to be, and winning those championships that they won. What did they do? They became what we call the a cleaner. Um, cleaner has no stops.
Mm.
They are basically unstoppable, and
He actually wrote
they
a book by the same title, right? Unstoppable. And Tim Grover was our keynote speaker at our 2023 convention. And one
mhm,
of the things that I love that he said is what you do in the, like, we all heard the old adage, what you do in the dark is going to come to the light. But he was like, you become relentless in the dark when nobody's watching. He said the
right.
new day starts at midnight, but it doesn't look like a new day. It
It
looks
doesn't
like
look like
darkness, and
right.
everybody knows at 12 midnight it's dark outside. He said, but if you start your day in the darkness, what happens when the lights do come on is people can see your relentlessness. They see, so sometimes everybody's, I think it's trending topic now, disappear for 30 days and
Mhm.
reemerge as something greater than what you were before you disappeared. So I love
Into the
that.
lens.
Relentless by Tim Grover and the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. I am also reading the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership by John C. Maxwell. For me, it was the first law, the law of the lid. You have to raise your leadership lid. And being a new author myself, a co-author of Your Health is Your Wealth by the Heal Wellness Collective, um, being in a leadership position, and everybody's a leader, even if you're just leading yourself, right? You have to be able to lead yourself first. But your leadership lid, if your leadership lid is at a 5 and you're trying to lead somebody that's already at a 10, it's a mismatch. It's not going to work. You have to raise your leadership lid to be able to lead other people to where you know that they should be going. Because and it's not a, we don't put a should on people. We don't should on people, but everybody wants better. One of the things Mr. Bradley always talks about is we want more people to want more. If you want more, you desire more, you want to experience more, you want to make more, you want to travel more, then take a look at what we have to offer. At the bottom of the page, it says if you want to be a guest, you can email me or you can just put it in the chat. But also, if you need to schedule and want to schedule a one-on-one consultation to find out how you can earn multiple streams of income, this is actually the place where you can do it. So, Ray John, I know that you are in the process of writing 2 books. Give the
Mm-hmm.
people a book that has helped you. I think we talked about it earlier. The 48. I think was it the 48 Laws of Power. Give the people a book that you've read that helps you get to your next level.
Uh, you know what? I'll actually, for some reason, I always go to it because that's usually one of my. So Dr. Africa book actually, African, African holistic nutrition. That one really
Mm,
hit home for me. Just with just the detoxing and the cleansing, and that's is what kind of motivates me to actually push forward, and it's what I'm really passionate about, so that's one of the
you
books
said
that
your holistic health.
yep, yeah, African Holistic Health by Dr. Layla Africa.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah.
So, in
So
a few words, we didn't. You came in so late. Give us a few words about who you are and what you do, so the people can kind of understand
sure.
why you would pick that book. Your African Holistic Health
Yeah, so
by
I'm a, holistic practitioner, dedicated half my life to um just herbs and natural eating, raw foods, and just the well-being of my family. It started off with self, and then it went to family and friends and people reaching out. So from that point on, I started linking up with different practitioners, different doctors, MDs that basically had the same passion I had. So I'm like a serial entrepreneur. So that's one reason Chris is like, come on with this travel business. Come on, because I know you finna get this thing right. Because we can get these retreats going. We can really get these, because the retreats we can take folks and really be able to actually let them let loose in some of these, try some of these exotic fruits, try some of these exotic herbs, and then just get a chance to meditate on the side of the
in their
ocean.
natural habitat.
Yep, 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 and be able to detox in a net. I mean, so that's just a win-win on a whole nother level. So, yeah, so this is what I dedicated half my life. So for over 22, 20, that's one of my things. It's just a holistic. Yeah.
How can people get in touch with you?
My social media is Rajon Perry as far as Facebook.
Give me your
And then my Instagram is Perry Rajon. So basically backwards, or my last name first and then my first name last. Yep.
okay, Richard. How can people reach you?
You can hit my DM, RW3, B as in boy, Z as in zebra. RW the number 3, B as in boy, Z as in zebra. Also, my email, the same letters at outlook.com.
Okay, I got RW3BZ.
Yes, the number three.
All right. And I am at Joy Journeys Travel underscore tourism. Well, we have about 5 minutes to go and we are out of here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Words of wisdom for our up and coming entrepreneurs. Words of wisdom for our up and coming entrepreneurs. I'm going to go with you first, Richard.
Uh, hmm, be willing to grow. You don't know what you don't know, but if you put a mind to your education, put a mind to your growth, become coachable, uh, become trainable, because some of those things you're going to need, some of those skills you're going to gain and you're going to earn, you'll learn, you're going to be able to use them and they're going to be beneficial. And you will see that in your own process of becoming.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I love that. For me, it's always upskill, right? Whatever you feel like you are the most skilled in, what is your biggest strength, right? Focus on getting better at your weaknesses. Whatever it is, you can find ways to get better at it. For we were talking earlier, and I was like, "This is a true story." Just being in a leadership position, one of my weaknesses, my coach pointed out. Oh, and get you a coach. My coach pointed out it was my impact over my intention with my words, right? So becoming a better project management, becoming a better leader of people is what I'm working on in this season because I just had a big deal last month. We were at the Atlanta Black Expo, so it was a lot going on. It was a lot of people involved, and learning how to say what I need to say without it coming, making sure it comes out with the intentionality that I need to say it. So if you feel like you're lacking in a certain area of your life, go learn more about how to be better. One of the best books you can get is How to Win with People. That is,
Mm.
I think that's also by John C. Maxwell, How to Win with People. So, Ray John, any words of wisdom you want to leave for our future entrepreneurs?
Yeah. I'm like Richard had the book called Relentless. You have to be relentless in, in being an entrepreneur. Um and just consistency, just being consistent even when it doesn't seem like it's gonna pan out. Even though, as an entrepreneur, you might make a dollar today, you might not make a dollar. Just being consistent and knowing and being passionate about what you're doing something that you love, and then having a service where it's a service that the people are going to need. So if it is a travel service or if it is a health and wellness, make sure it's not just something that you're doing on the whim. Make sure it's something that you're actually passionate about. Yeah, so consistency. I mean, if nothing else, I would stick with that just to drive it on home.
I love
And
it.
I want to kind of add to a side note. Um, well, I came and went all at the same time.
Yeah, yeah.
Guys, we we've experienced these things. We've gone through these things. No, we don't know it all because we're in the process of becoming
Mhm.
ourselves. But we're trying to say, hey, look at what we learned. Hey, look at what we do. Uh, you can do it too. And it really doesn't matter whatever it is, you can do it if you put your mind to it. As Ray said, stay consistent, be relentless.
You can
And we
do
go
it if
back
you
to
put
it.
your mind to it.
Be relentless. Yes. And, we want to see and hear you grow. All right. So check into our platform, look at our calendars, um, become a guest. Let us know what you do. All
Yes,
right.
absolutely. Absolutely. You can find us on Facebook under events. Cash Flow Conversations is every other Monday. Richard, you said something very, very key that I want to leave us with because I made this post this morning. Um, Listen to people who have already gone where you're trying to go, right? This is the post I made earlier today. Life can be heavy. Just bear in mind, those that came before you carry the wisdom you need to lighten the load. Listen to your
Mm.
elders. Listen to the people that came before you. There's no way for me to know the path to becoming a millionaire if I don't get in the room with the millionaires and find out what they did to get there.
Amen.
On that note, thank you for tuning in to Cash Flow Conversations. We will see you in 2 weeks. Two, not four.
Two,
Yeah.
Two.
2 weeks.
I gotta make sure you can see that's actually two. That's not just a middle finger,
Right.
right? I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Cameras. There we
missing.
go.
Yeah.
There
It's,
we
yeah.
go.
Yeah. 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 You finally. Wow. And it's glitching. It's glitching. It's
Thank you
man.
for joining us again, Ray John. We look forward to our next cash flow conversations. Anybody got a calendar? Well, it's 2 weeks from today, so 14 days from today is the 16th. So we're gonna call it the 24th.
The
I'm
24th.
good at math. St. Louis Public Schools might not have their accreditation right now, but I went to St. Louis Public Schools and I know
That's what I'm talking
that
about. Yeah.
16 and 14
Team.
it's not now. Today's the 16th and we come back in 14 days.
Yeah.
It's the 24th.
Mhm.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. 24. Yeah.
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 Oh,
Yeah.
you
That
got.
seems like that's
Yeah,
a
there you
little
go. There you
shorter
go.
than. Yeah, because the
Yeah.
twenty fourth is like next week. Yeah, that's like next week.
Okay, so my math
Yeah.
ain't right.
Nah, the
No,
24th is like next Saturday or
That's
something.
the
You know.
30th. That's the 30th.
it's the
My bad.
30th.
The 30th.
It's the
Yeah,
30th.
yeah, I'm sure. Like I'm like something. Okay, so she did prove that St. Louis Public Schools, yeah, that's the reason they lost that credit. Okay, so yeah, okay. Shout out to St. Louis Public Schools. Yeah, so yeah, that
Look,
that did it.
when I said it out loud, I was like, wait, today's the
Eh,
16th. It's
eh,
14 days from today. That is 30 all day long.
That's all day long.
Yeah,
It's 30
yeah,
all
that
day long. So
yeah,
we
that did
will
it.
see.
So you cut math class that day.
Look, crazy thing is, good thing she didn't try to go to the bank and try to cash it. You know that bounce that check would have bounced. That check would have bounced. They said, no, that check ain't right. That's a rubber check. You know.
No,
Wow.
no, they say, ma'am, this is not a real check.